scientists have spotted this brontosaur-like thing, Mokele-mbembe. It's the heart of darkness. It's still there in the Congo.
That was the first thing I ever saw of you.
In the heart of Africa rests a vast realm of extraordinary biodiversity and enigmatic allure, the Congo Rainforest. Stretching across over 1,500,000 square kilometers, it's a rich, green landscape with secrets predating recorded human history. Yet the calmness of this ancient sanctuary was suddenly disrupted when scientists made a startling discovery that challenged the very core of people's knowledge and beliefs. What hidden species might still roam its unexplored depths? And how did ancient civilizations interact with this dense wilderness? Join us as we uncover the shocking truth behind the closure of the Congo Rainforest. The mysterious dinosaur of the Congo Basin. Long before humans roamed the earth, dinosaurs reigned supreme. From the towering Brachiosaurus to the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex, these incredible creatures dominated the land for millions of years during the Mesozoic era, which spanned about 180 million years and was divided into the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods. Around 65 million years ago, a catastrophic event brought an end to their reign. Scientists believe a massive asteroid collided with Earth near what is now Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, causing an extinction event that wiped out nearly 70% of all life on the planet, including most dinosaurs. The aftermath was destructive. Skies darkened with debris, climates highly changed, and the once thriving dinosaur populations perished, marking the conclusion of their era. Yet amidst this terrible event, the interesting question arises: could some of these ancient creatures have survived? This query leads people into the captivating realm of cryptids, creatures whose existence is hinted at, but not scientifically proven. Cryptids hold a significant place in folklore and modern culture, captivating people's imaginations and inspiring countless stories and legends. Among them stands the mysterious Mokele-mbembe. According to local legends in the Congo Basin, there's a creature that resembles a sauropod dinosaur, much like an apatosaurus. Known as Mokele-mbembe, which translates to one who stops the flow of rivers, this creature is famed for its immense size and power. The legend of Mokele-mbembe stretches back for centuries among indigenous tribes in the Congo, who describe it as a large, long-necked creature dwelling in remote swamps and rivers. These tales have been passed down through generations with a consistent description, suggesting that Mokele-mbembe may be more than just a myth. In the early 20th century, Western explorers and missionaries began hearing these stories and sought to uncover the truth. Their reports brought the legend of Mokele-mbembe to a global audience, motivating the interest and curiosity of cryptozoologists and enthusiasts worldwide. But what kind of environment could conceal such a mysterious creature? The Congo Basin is a vast region in Central Africa, spanning over 1,500,000 square miles. It boasts one of the world's largest rainforests, second only to the Amazon. The dense jungles and expansive swamps of the Congo Basin create a mesmerizing and frightening environment, ideal for harboring undiscovered species, including the legendary Mokele-mbembe. The Congo Basin is a vast, untamed wilderness that spans tropical rainforests, winding rivers, expansive swamps, and open savannas. At its heart flows the Congo River, Africa's second longest, roaming through dense foliage and nurturing a rich ecosystem. Its detailed network of branches and marshlands forms a mystery, posing a formidable challenge even to the most experienced explorers. This region's immense size and rugged landscape make it a shelter for undiscovered species, hidden away in its remote corners. Much of the Congo Basin remains uncharted, virtually untouched by modern civilization. The thick canopy of the rainforest casts an endless shadow over the forest floor, creating a damp, dimly lit environment that limits visibility. Combined with dense undergrowth and dangerous swamps, this natural fortress makes exploration daunting. Expeditions into the Congo Basin face significant obstacles. Dense vegetation necessitates difficult machete-cut paths, while its waters teem with dangerous wildlife like crocodiles, hippos, and venomous snakes. In addition to its natural hazards, the region is famous for heavy rainfall and extreme humidity, which can quickly exhaust even experienced adventurers. One of the most daunting aspects of exploring the Congo Basin is the risk of diseases like malaria, yellow fever, and other tropical illnesses that are widespread there. These pose serious threats to human health, requiring explorers to take extensive precautions such as vaccinations and anti-malarial medications. Despite these measures, the risk of illness remains high, complicating efforts to uncover the secrets of this remote wilderness. Moreover, the Congo Basin's lack of infrastructure adds another layer of difficulty. Roads are rare and often impassable, especially during the rainy season. While some areas can be accessed via rivers, this mode of travel is time-consuming and challenging. The logistical hurdles of transporting supplies and equipment through such a hostile environment are immense and cannot be underestimated. Encounters with the Mokele-mbembe. In the late 1990s, an interesting sighting of the Mokele-mbembe occurred along the Congo River. Local fishermen, accustomed to the river's rhythms, were taken aback when they witnessed a massive creature rising from the depths. The creature's smooth, grayish-brown skin glistened in the sunlight, and its movement, despite its size, was described as surprisingly graceful, almost dance-like. The fishermen, who had heard tales of such creatures, watched in surprise as the Mokele-mbembe swam across the river with a serpentine grace before disappearing into the thick jungle on the opposite bank. More recently, during a guided expedition through the dense Congo Basin, a group of adventurous tourists experienced a thrilling encounter of their own. As they navigated a remote swamp area, their senses heightened by the jungle's sounds and mysteries, they spotted a large, unidentified creature gliding quietly through the murky waters. The creature's long neck and distinctive shape immediately caught the attention of their knowledgeable guide, who identified it as the legendary Mokele-mbembe. This elusive creature, often whispered about in local folklore, had seemingly materialized before their eyes, leaving the tourists awestruck. While the tourists managed to capture several blurry photographs of the creature, the images were inconclusive, yet added to the growing body of anecdotal evidence surrounding the Mokele-mbembe. Witnesses consistently described the Mokele-mbembe as a creature with a long, flexible neck, a large body comparable in size to an elephant or hippopotamus, and a long, muscular tail. Its skin is often said to be gray or brown, smooth, and without hair. Some accounts even mention a frill or crest on the back of its head, enhancing its ancient appearance. In terms of behavior, the Mokele-mbembe is reported to be tricky and shy, spending much of its time submerged in water or concealed within dense jungle foliage. Despite its size, it moves quietly and secretively, often surprising those who encounter it. Local lore suggests that the creature primarily feeds on vegetation, particularly leaves and branches from specific trees. It is known to be territorial and can display aggressive behavior when threatened. However, the question remains, is there any credible evidence from scientific expeditions to search for this mysterious beast? One of the earliest and most notable expeditions took place in 1919, led by German explorer Carl Hogenbeck. Known for his expertise as a zoologist and animal trader, Hogenbeck became captivated by reports of a dinosaur-like creature rumored to exist in the Congo. While he didn't personally journey into the region, he financed an expedition headed by naturalists Hans and Franz Schamberg. Despite their extensive efforts, the Schamberg brothers returned without finding the elusive creature. However, they brought back compelling accounts from local tribes who vividly described the Mokele-mbembe. In the 1980s, American explorer and biologist Dr. Roy McHale, a professor at the University of Chicago, led two significant expeditions into the Congo Basin. Driven by a deep interest in cryptozoology, McCall spent months in remote swamps and rivers, gathering testimonies from villagers and searching for physical evidence. Although McCall did not capture the Mokele-mbembe, his meticulous documentation and detailed findings lent credibility to the legend, sparking renewed scientific interest, jungle expeditions, and ancient footprints. Another important figure in the quest to find the Mokele-mbembe is Japanese researcher Junichiro Kubodera. In the early year 2000, Kubodera led several expeditions to the Congo, using advanced technology like sonar and underwater cameras to search for this mysterious creature. The Congo Basin, known for its dense jungles and vast, uncharted territories, has long been a hotspot for cryptozoologists searching for legendary creatures. Despite the tough conditions, Kubodera's team managed to capture fascinating sonar readings and underwater footage that hinted at the presence of a large, unidentified aquatic animal. These expeditions often involved navigating through crocodile-infested waters and dealing with swarms of insects, making their achievements even more impressive. The expeditions gathered various types of evidence suggesting the existence of the Mokele-mbembe. One of the most striking pieces of evidence was the discovery of large, unusual footprints along riverbanks and in swampy areas. These tracks, often over 3 feet in diameter, have been studied by experts who note their similarity to the footprints of sauropod dinosaurs, massive creatures that roamed the Earth millions of years ago. The size and depth of these footprints suggest they were made by a massive, heavy creature, lending credence to numerous eyewitness accounts from local tribespeople who described the Mokele-mbembe as a large, long-necked creature resembling a brontosaurus. Additionally, environmental samples from areas thought to be the habitat of the Mokele-mbembe have yielded interesting results. Water and soil samples analyzed in laboratories revealed traces of unknown organic material, including unusual DNA sequences. Some scientists believe this material could belong to an undiscovered species, adding more weight to the possibility that the Mokele-mbembe might indeed be real. These findings, though not definitive, add a new layer of mystery and interest to the ongoing search. Blurry and inconclusive photographic and video evidence keeps emerging. The most notable footage comes from a 2006 expedition led by British explorer Andrew Sanderson. His team captured a brief video showing a large, dark figure moving through the water in a remote swamp. While skeptics argue the footage is inconclusive, supporters believe it might be the first visual proof of the Mokele-mbembe. The idea that a dinosaur-like creature such as the Mokele-mbembe could have survived extinction is both fascinating and perplexing. Several theories have been proposed to explain how such a creature could remain hidden for millions of years. One leading hypothesis suggests that the remote and isolated environment of the Congo Basin provided a sanctuary for species thought to be extinct. The dense jungles and vast swamps create a natural barrier, making it difficult for humans to explore and for larger animals to migrate. This isolation could have allowed the Mokele-mbembe to survive while other species perished. A parallel can be drawn with the rediscovery of the coelacanth. For decades, this prehistoric fish was known only through fossils, with paleontologists estimating it had vanished around 66 million years ago during the mass extinction event that also wiped out the dinosaurs. In 1938, Marjorie Courtenay-Latimer, a museum curator in South Africa, serendipitously unearthed a living coelacanth, a prehistoric fish previously believed extinct for over 65 million years. This astonishing find not only stunned the scientific community, but also sparked a renewed interest in the hidden depths of the Indian Ocean, where ancient creatures might still roam. Similarly, legends of the Mokele-mbembe in the Congo Basin persist among local tribes and explorers. Described as a sauropod-like creature with a long neck and large body, it's speculated to be a surviving relic from the dinosaur era. Reports of encounters with the Mokele-mbembe suggest it possesses remarkable adaptations, possibly including nocturnal habits to avoid human detection and a preference for deep river habitats where it can evade attention. The Congo Basin provides a fertile ground for such a creature. Its lush forests and sloping swamps teem with a variety of plant life, ideal sustenance for a large herbivore like the Mokele-mbembe. This habitat, rich in aquatic plants, leaves, and fruits, mirrors the dietary preferences of known herbivorous dinosaurs, reinforcing the feasibility of such a creature's existence. Moreover, the detailed network of interconnected waterways within the Congo River system offers both sanctuary and a means of exploration for the elusive Mokele-mbembe. These water channels not only provide ample food sources, but also allow the creature to navigate while remaining hidden from human observation. Cultural reverence and scientific doubt. The presence of a large herbivore, like the Mokele-mbembe, would deeply impact the local ecosystem. As a primary consumer, it plays an important role in shaping vegetation and influencing habitat structure by selectively feeding on certain plants. This helps maintain a balanced plant species diversity, preventing any one type from dominating and ensuring a varied ecosystem. Moreover, interactions between the Mokele-mbembe and other animals provide valuable insights into the dynamics of the Congo Basin's food web. For instance, competition with other large herbivores like hippos for food resources could alter their distribution and behavior. Similarly, if the Mokele-mbembe preys on or is preyed upon by other species, it would affect the population dynamics of those animals. Beyond ecological impacts, the cultural significance of the Mokele-mbembe in the region is profound. Local beliefs steeped in tribal mythology depict the creature as having the power to control waters, a quality that evokes both reverence and fear. Elders and shamans recount tales of the Mokele-mbembe bringing both fortune and misfortune, serving as a guardian of natural realms and protector of sacred waterways. Even today, rituals and ceremonies dedicated to the Mokele-mbembe persist among some tribes, underscoring its enduring cultural importance and the deep spiritual connection local communities maintain with this legendary creature. These rituals are performed to honor the creature and ensure its protection, which is believed to bring safety and prosperity to the community. The Mokele-mbembe is revered as a symbol of the wild, untamed wilderness and the mysteries of the natural world. This legendary creature has not only captured imaginations, but also profoundly influenced the local economy and social dynamics. Tourists and researchers flock from all corners of the globe, eager to catch a glimpse of this mythical beast or gather evidence of its existence. This surge in visitors has sparked the growth of local tourism industries, creating vital income and job opportunities for the communities in the region. Guided tours and expeditions into the remote Congo Basin have become a popular attraction. Local guides, who possess deep knowledge of the terrain and legends, lead these tours, sharing captivating stories and insights about the Mokele-mbembe with curious tourists. Beyond economic benefits, these activities also play a crucial role in preserving and promoting the cultural heritage of the tribes. However, the legend of the Mokele-mbembe faces skepticism from mainstream scientists who cite various reasons for questioning its existence. The primary challenge lies in the absence of concrete evidence despite numerous expeditions and countless eyewitness accounts. There is yet to be definitive proof, such as a captured specimen or clear photographic evidence, to substantiate the claims. This lack of physical evidence poses a significant hurdle for scientists in accepting the creature's existence. Another factor contributing to skepticism is the improbability of a large dinosaur-like creature surviving undetected for millions of years. The Mesozoic era, when dinosaurs thrived, ended approximately 65 million years ago. For a creature like the Mokele-mbembe to have evaded extinction and remained hidden in the Congo Basin would require extraordinary circumstances. Scientists argue that such a creature would need a stable, sustainable population to avoid inbreeding and genetic decline, yet there is no evidence of such a population. Additionally, the inhospitable and challenging environment of the Congo Basin adds to the doubt. While dense jungles and swamps theoretically could conceal a large creature, the difficulty of conducting thorough and systematic searches in this terrain makes it unlikely that a population of large animals could remain entirely undiscovered. Several expeditions over the years have returned empty-handed, further fueling doubts. Critics point out that many sightings and footprints attributed to the Mokele-mbembe could be misidentifications of known animals, such as elephants, hippos, or large reptiles. For instance, the rounded footprints often cited as evidence could easily belong to a hippo, whose tracks resemble those described in eyewitness accounts. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Deep within the heart of the Congo Rainforest, where the canopy is so thick that sunlight barely pierces through, a team of scientists made a discovery that shook the world. As they ventured deeper into uncharted territory, they stumbled upon a colossal stone door, covered in ancient, undecipherable hieroglyphs. The team, led by Dr. Elena Vasquez, an expert in ancient civilizations, worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of the door. One night, as a full moon bathed the forest in an eerie glow, the door slowly creaked open. What lay beyond was beyond their wildest imaginations. An immense underground city, perfectly preserved and teeming with signs of an advanced but forgotten civilization. The air grew heavy as the team ventured inside, their excitement mingling with an inexplicable sense of dread. Strange, bioluminescent plants lit their way, casting ghostly shadows on the intricately carved walls. In the center of the city, they found a towering statue of a creature unlike any known to man, part serpent, part human, with eyes that seemed to follow their every move. As they stood in awe, a deep, rumbling growl echoed through the cavernous city. The ground trembled, and from the darkness, eyes began to glow, hundreds of them. Dr. Vasquez realized too late that they had awoken something ancient and malevolent. The statues were not merely art, they were guardians, and the city was their prison. With a swift, unanimous decision, the team retreated, sealing the door behind them. Word of their discovery spread quickly, and the government declared the area a no-go zone, shutting down access to the rainforest indefinitely. The world watched in suspense, speculating on the terrifying discovery that had forced such drastic action. Could it be that the Guardians were more than mere legends? What other secrets does the Congo rainforest hide, waiting to be uncovered? Let us have your opinions in the comment below. The secrets of Mokele-mbembe and Nessie. Some doubters argue that the legend of the Mokele-mbembe persists due to local folklore and the human tendency to embellish stories over time. They contend that this mythical creature is more likely a product of cultural storytelling rather than a real, living creature. Skeptics also point out the economic incentives tied to tourism based on the legend, suggesting that locals may have reasons to perpetuate the story. Efforts to discredit the legend often focus on providing alternative explanations for the evidence presented. Blurry photographs and ambiguous sonar readings, often scrutinized, are frequently deemed inconclusive or misinterpreted. Doubters emphasize the lack of consistent and repeatable evidence as a significant weakness in claims of Mokele-mbembe's existence. Cryptids like the Mokele-mbembe blur the line between myth and scientific possibility. While this creature remains a legend, history shows instances where cryptids were once considered mythical but later proven to exist, challenging our understanding of the natural world. One famous case revolves around the discovery of the okapi, a forest-dwelling mammal in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Known to local tribes for centuries, the okapi was long dismissed by scientists as a myth. However, in the early 20th century, the okapi was officially recognized, proving that large, unknown animals could still be found in the dense rainforests of the Congo. The okapi, closely related to the giraffe, is characterized by its zebra-like stripes and unique body shape. Local tribes had incorporated the okapi into their folklore and daily lives for generations. Despite this, Western scientists considered the creature a myth until 1901, when Sir Harry Johnston, a British explorer, obtained a skull and a piece of skin from an okapi. This discovery provided tangible evidence of its existence, astonishing the scientific community and confirming the plausibility of large unknown animals existing in the world's unexplored regions. Furthermore, the discovery of other once-thought mythical creatures, such as the Mokele-mbembe, further supports the idea that such cryptids could indeed be real. Imagine a creature straight out of myth, an enormous squid lurking in the depths of the ocean. For a long time, people thought such a creature was pure fantasy, but then scientists managed to capture live footage of the elusive giant squid in its natural deep-sea habitat, proving that these legends were based on reality. Similarly, the saola, often called the Asian unicorn, was confirmed to exist in the 1990s. This incredibly rare mammal, native to the Annamite range of Vietnam and Laos, was known only through local folklore until scientists finally discovered it. The Saiola's existence was a thrilling revelation to the scientific community, showing that sometimes folklore holds a kernel of truth. On the other hand, many legendary creatures, known as cryptids, have been debunked. Take the Loch Ness Monster, for instance. Known affectionately as Nessie, this creature has been a staple of Scottish folklore and has captivated the public's imagination for decades. Despite numerous investigations, most evidence of Nessie has been attributed to hoaxes, misidentifications, or pure wishful thinking. Yet, the legend endures. Much like the Mokele-mbembe, another famous cryptid, Nessie remains shrouded in mystery. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster dates back to ancient times, with early references appearing in Scottish folklore. Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, truly captured the world's imagination in the 20th century. The legend gained momentum in 1933 when George Spicer and his wife reported seeing a massive, beast-like creature crossing the road near Loch Ness. They described it as having a large body and a long, wavy neck, reminiscent of a prehistoric plesiosaur. This sighting caused a media frenzy, and shortly afterward, the famous surgeon's photograph emerged. This picture, taken by a London gynecologist named Robert Kenneth Wilson, allegedly showed the monster's long neck and small head rising from the water. The image quickly became one of the most iconic associated with Nessie, despite being revealed as a hoax in 1994, when one of the perpetrators, Chris Sperling, confessed to his role in creating the fake photo. Scientific investigations into the Loch Ness Monster have been extensive and varied. One of the earliest significant studies was carried out in the 1960s by the Loch Ness Phenomena Investigation Bureau. This group, composed of enthusiasts and scientists, used sonar technology to scan the depths of Loch Ness, hoping to detect large, unknown creatures. While some intriguing sonar readings were recorded, including large moving objects that could not be easily identified, none provided conclusive evidence of Nessie's existence. The quest for Congo's Mokele-mbembe. In 1975, a groundbreaking expedition led by Robert Rye from the Academy of Applied Science ventured into the dense jungles and rivers of the Congo Basin. Armed with state-of-the-art underwater photography equipment, they sought to uncover the truth behind local legends of the Mokele-mbembe, a creature rumored to resemble a prehistoric sauropod dinosaur. During their underwater photography expeditions, the team captured tantalizing but blurred images, suggesting the presence of a large animal with distinct flipper-like appendages. These findings immediately sparked global curiosity and debate, with skeptics in the scientific community questioning the authenticity of the images and the creature's existence. Despite the controversy, interest in the Mokele-mbembe has persisted over the decades, fueled by reports from indigenous peoples and ongoing expeditions by intrepid researchers. Modern advancements in technology, including satellite imaging and drone surveillance, now complement traditional fieldwork, offering new avenues to explore remote and inaccessible regions of the Congo Basin. Today, collaborative efforts among multidisciplinary teams of cryptozoologists, biologists, and anthropologists continue to push the boundaries of exploration. Projects are underway to gather more compelling evidence, such as high-resolution photographs and DNA samples, which could provide definitive proof of the Mokele-mbembe's existence. The Mokele-mbembe Research Foundation, led by a dedicated team of scientists and explorers, is at the forefront of efforts to uncover the mysteries of the Congo Basin. Every year, they embark on expeditions armed with a blend of traditional fieldwork and cutting-edge technology. Their goal is to map out possible habitats and deploy remote cameras and motion sensors in strategic locations. These devices are crucial in capturing any elusive signs of the creature. Advancements in technology, such as drones equipped with high-resolution cameras, have revolutionized the search. These aerial tools enable researchers to survey vast and previously inaccessible areas of the Congo Basin. From above, the drones capture detailed images and videos, offering a panoramic view of the landscape and potential habitats. In addition to drones, Environmental DNA analysis has emerged as a game changer in the quest for unknown species. Scientists collect water samples from rivers and swamps where Mokele-mbembe sightings have been reported. By analyzing the genetic material found in these samples, researchers can potentially detect DNA traces from rare animals, including the Mokele-mbembe, without the need for a physical specimen. Acoustic monitoring, an innovative approach using underwater microphones, holds promise in the search for the Mokele-mbembe, a cryptic creature rumored to inhabit the Congo Basin. By capturing unique sounds potentially linked to this legendary animal, researchers hope to unravel its mysterious existence and behavior. This method has previously succeeded in studying other aquatic species like whales and dolphins, showcasing its potential to reveal new insights into the Mokele-mbembe's ecology. The ethical and environmental implications of this quest are profound. Should the Mokele-mbembe be confirmed, it would not only represent a living relic from prehistoric times, but also signify the extraordinary biodiversity of the Congo Basin, home to diverse flora and fauna found nowhere else on Earth. Such a discovery could serve as a rallying point for international conservation efforts, galvanizing support and funding to preserve the Congo Basin, a critical stronghold for global climate regulation and biodiversity. However, safeguarding the Mokele-mbembe and its habitat faces significant challenges. The Congo Basin is under threat from rampant deforestation, mining operations, and agricultural expansion, all of which endanger its fragile ecosystems and indigenous species. Conservation initiatives must strike a delicate balance, addressing these pressing human activities while respecting the livelihoods and traditions of local communities who depend on the forest for sustenance and cultural identity. Research in the Congo Basin, one of the world's most biodiverse regions, demands a deeply respectful and ethical approach, particularly in how it engages with the local communities and their rich cultural tapestry. Indigenous tribes in this region have an intricate relationship with the land and its diverse flora and fauna, spanning countless generations. Their traditional knowledge about medicinal plants, animal behavior, and sustainable practices is invaluable for any scientific inquiry into the ecosystem. For researchers, integrating this indigenous wisdom into their studies not only enhances the accuracy and depth of their findings, but also fosters a more equitable and inclusive research process. It's crucial that scientists actively collaborate with these communities, ensuring that their consent and participation are prioritized at every stage, from project inception to data collection and beyond. This approach not only respects the tribe's ancestral ties to the land, but also acknowledges their role as stewards of invaluable environmental knowledge, crucial for preserving the biodiversity of the Congo Basin for future generations. What are your thoughts about this terrifying discovery that led to the closure of the Congo Rainforest? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below.